a video for y'all, interesting video, man. This is something, I ran across, and it got to be put out there. It got to be put out there, about Terrance Gangsta Williams, baby's brother, got out of prison recently, from giving up information on, dead friends who committed murders. Now, me personally, when it comes to him, snitching on his friends that's already gone about murders that, to get himself out of jail, it didn't really bother me about that. A lot of people just say because it's snitching. To me, it was kind of actually smart. If I did 23 years and I could find a way to get out and I ain't hurt nobody, then I was like, okay, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see, too much wrong with him telling on dead friends who murdered people to get out. But this is new information coming out, which I didn't know about. People from New Orleans and, from wherever you may be down there, Magnolia, whatever, y'all know about this situation. There's a guy named Rippa, aka Skipp after Milf, who is going around and, he bringing up the story of how he killed Hot Boy Sterling. For those that don't know, the Hot Boys, which a lot of people know from the rap group, was originated by Terrance Gangsta Williams, Sterling, and I guess Mosquito and two other people, well, another person who called themselves the Hot Boys, who was really putting in work in New Orleans. I want y'all to hear, so y'all can hear what Skipp will say about Terrance Williams, and he got paperwork and proof to go behind it.
Close to the trial, they said they got a star witness. The state will call Terrance Williams to the stand. Terrance Williams called as a witness by...
This is the paperwork that Rippa, a.k.a. Skipp, is reading right now on YouTube. The video, you can go to Rare Reports on YouTube and see this for yourself. He's literally showing the paperwork where they got Terrance Williams' name on the paperwork for coming to court on him to snitch about a murder. The murder of Sterling, which Sterling shot at Skipper first. He grazed Skipper in the leg. Skipper pulled his gun while he was on the ground shooting Hot Boy Sterling. He said he get up and he go over there and he killed Sterling. He said Terrance had a gun on him and ran to the police station and snitched. The gangster that everybody talking about, that the name ring bells, that got all these murders, these killings. See, this is something that go on in the hood that a lot of niggas don't understand. True enough, there's dudes out there that's big steppers and they didn't did this and that in the past and stuff. But that don't mean they can't be rats. That don't mean that half of the stuff they telling people be lies. You see what I'm saying? He say that Terrance Williams wasn't known for nothing but stealing cars. Then he hooked up with Sterling them, and then his resume got built up. You see what I'm saying? But he say he was known for stealing cars, not stepping. That's where everybody knew gangster for, was stealing cars. When he got with Hot Boy Sterling them, then he known as a hot boy, and then that's when all the murder talk and all this coming about, because he hooked up with Sterling. But let me finish the paperwork.
The state, after having been duly sworn in, was examined and testified as following. He picked me out in the lineup, the photo lineup, then came in court and picked me out.
You saw him in court?
Did I see him in court? All these dudes witnessed him. All these steppers witnessed him come to court on me. Those real hard hitters and steppers that was in jail, when they see him come through there, I wish you could have seen the expression on everybody's face when they saw him. Dudes went to throwing stuff at him.
So, you was snitching before you went to prison, Terrance. You was snitching before you went to prison. You seen your homeboy rob. See, it all started because he say Sterling robbed him. Sterling came and found him. They got to fight, and he beat Sterling up. Sterling said, "Remember what you did." Basically, he gonna kill him or whatever. When Sterling see him again, that's when they get into the shoot incident, graze him, and that's when he killed Sterling. So it all started from something that Sterling did to him. He didn't just kill Sterling. And Hot Boy, Gangsta Williams was standing there and pointed out Skipp to Sterling to do the shooting. But when he killed Sterling, Gangsta, he say with a gun on him, runs and go to the police and tell the police that he killed Sterling. Didn't say his name exactly. He said, but he went and ran to the police station. See, this is something to talk about with all these so-called dudes be having these switches, these guns, and y'all think y'all killers and gangsters, and you think your homeboy gonna really ride for you like that. See, niggas already know, every nigga know this. Once a shot go off, you got 3 seconds to think. You either gonna up something or you gonna get the hell out the way. All your homeboys ain't gonna be there and ain't gonna up no gun because half of them gonna get out the way. Probably 2 of them will pull out a gun. Gangsta was one of the dudes that ran. But he just stepped on in New Orleans. He talking about little Booster was in protective custody, this, that, and the other. But you was snitching before you went to prison. Then you snitched on this man. You went to court on this man knowing that you the one told Sterling that he was right there for Sterling to shoot this man. And it just so happened Sterling was the one got hit. So this something that go on in the hood, man. People be idolizing niggas because they got names. You don't know what these niggas be doing on the law. You don't know the nigga who y'all glorify and think the realest nigga on the world then told on somebody. Ain't no honor amongst these. Right now, I don't know the dude personally, you know what I'm saying? This just a video, you know what I'm saying? Just putting it out there because I don't like dudes that play that role. You see what I'm saying? You going around saying this and that about Boosie, this and that, like you real cut, like you cut from that cloth, but you was snitching before you went to jail. I'm gonna let y'all hear some more, but like I said, y'all go pull the video up yourself. This something that go on in the hood a lot. You hear dudes telling all these gangster stories. You know what I'm saying? I did this, I did that. Some of these dudes ain't did nothing. They was probably just with some people or they was driving a car. Don't mean you was the nigga that got out and went in the house. It don't mean the nigga you was got out, the one that got out and went in the building. You see what I'm saying? He talking about all these murders he connected with. Are these murders really Sterling them murders and your name's just affiliated because you was a hot boy? Because he said himself, a lot of the murders that happened, people don't, that his name was just put in it. He said that himself.
That state's witness, Terrance Williams.
That's what's up, bro.
You see what this said? Judge, the state will call Terrance Williams to the stand. Terrance Williams called as a witness by the state after having been duly sworn in, was examined and testified as following. Direct examination by Ms. Clark. Please state your name for the court. Terrance Williams. Now, subsequently to that, were you shown a photographic lineup in 98 by Detective Dwight Deal? Yes, ma'am. And were you shown that lineup October 30th, 1998?
He picked the man out in a lineup. This gangster now. I'm talking about this what gangsters do now. Supposedly. He on paperwork in 1998, went to court and pointed this man out in a lineup about a situation that he started. Your homeboy would have never died that day if you would have never said, oh man, there go Skipp. Your homeboy would have never died. But see, niggas like to see stuff and niggas be messy too. A lot of niggas act like females out here. See, the story be always say, hey man, a lot of these women be setting stuff up. True, that's true. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying, set dudes up to get killed and stuff like that. But it be a messy nigga behind it too. See, Terrence was one of them messy niggas. If you would have never got in that situation and said, hey, that go Skipp, Sterling wouldn't have got killed. But then you supposed to be an OG stepper. You known as an OG stepper. Even Boosie said it. Everybody in New Orleans know him. You know what I'm saying? You got the fire on your hip. You didn't shoot back at Skipp. You ran. And then you went and put the police on the man. That ain't gangster. That's not gangster. I mean, that's what I don't know if that's a new era of gangster nowadays, but no. When you in the streets and you live that lifestyle, you don't run to the police. You supposed to try to gun Skipp down. If that was really your partner and you seen your partner get gunned down by this man, first of all, you supposed to be shooting with Sterling from jump. If y'all hot boys and Sterling and shot this man and Sterling and went at him and you see him first, did you want Sterling to die? Because if I'm a hot boy and my homeboy and a nigga say he finna kill me or we got beef and my homeboy say, hey, there go the nigga right there. We both supposed to up. Just like if I tell him a nigga he beefing with, bro, what's his name just spin the bend. We both up him. You ran and went and told. Ain't nothing gangsta about that. Skipp say that Terrance Williams was known as a car thief. See, that's something that go on in the hood a lot, man. Niggas go and get themselves around certain niggas that's raw for raw or who move like that. And then because they move like that, people think that they move like that. You see what I'm saying? And I think this was one of them situations. Now, I'm not saying that Terrance ain't never caught nobody. Now, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? He probably have. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people in the hood, just because people hang around people, they think that they doing it too. So this is a video right here to let you know everything you hear from niggas talking about is street talk and they did that, they ain't did shit. Because let me tell you something, somebody who really from the streets don't like to talk about what they used to do. If you see a grown man love sitting around talking about stories of what happened and went on, they weren't really out there like that. A lot of niggas was just driving cars. A lot of niggas was watchers. A lot of niggas was just there. They didn't do nothing. No grown man would sit up and want to keep talking about something that he ain't sleep about. And when I say that, only the real ones gonna understand what I'm saying. You don't want to keep some of that remembering stuff that you gonna have to deal with when you leave this earth. That ain't none but niggas who want to glorify themselves as being street niggas and ain't did a damn thing for real. I don't give a fuck who they is. You'll never hear a nigga who been in the streets want to keep talking about what he used to do all day. Because you know why? Because it was years he sit up and he can't sleep when he think about that shit. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. When Detective Dill showed you those photographs, do you remember how he displayed them to you? Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay, is that the photograph that you picked? Yes, ma'am. Okay, what did the person do? Killed all of those. Do you see that person in court today? Yes, ma'am.
Point them out.
Yeah, he came to court. Could you tell us where he is? With the white shirt on, the second one. Let the record reflect proper identification of the defendant. He picked me out in the lineup, the photo lineup, then came in court and picked me up.
You saw him in court?
Did I see him in court? And I got to tell you about that. How he was coming to court. He was coming to court with the SODs.
What's that? SODs, what is that?
SODs.
The SODs is a Special Operations Division. I was in the whole parish. He was in HOD on the 8th floor. That's where he bumped into Clee at. But he was on protective custody. They couldn't have him in population. But every time he came to court,
Oh, Mr. Williams. PC. PC. When you go to snitch on, you in jail and you going to go snitch on Skipp, he was in protective custody himself. He was, see, let me tell you something. See, in the hood, bro, it go like this. See, a lot of niggas still scared off niggas' names. You see what I'm saying? Of who they was and who these people think they was. So, gangster probably still get a lot of respect in New Orleans because people still remember the stories. You see what I'm saying? But see, it's some real people out there that really know the story of Gangsta. That know he was really a car thief. He a rat. He a rat. You see what I'm saying? It's people down there, especially this new generation, they'll never know these stories. This happened in 1998, so if you was born in 2000, half of y'all niggas out there probably see him and kiss his ass just off something that a nigga told you. Y'all don't know that he was really out there ratting and telling on people. And on talking about Lil Boosie and using protective custody before.
He had 5 SOD officers walking with him. He was in the middle. He had 2 in front of him, 2 behind him. They were shouting to him and cuffed to him, and 1 captain walking on the side. And we were on the docks, is what they call it in all these pairs. The docks where you go to court at. We were on the docks. And I had let everybody know that this gangster about to come through here because he's testifying on me and going to court on me, and people couldn't believe it. All those.
Are you single over 45?
You see what I'm saying? What's this song I heard? This Jesus song. He said, this shit is a trip from where the coward niggas die and the realest niggas snitch. Did you hear what I said? It's a Jesus song, Young Jesus song. He said, this shit is a trip from where the coward niggas die and the realest niggas snitch. You see what I'm saying? So basically, everything that Terrance, I got to say it, Terrance. I'm sorry if you ever see this video, Terrance. But everything you never said is flawed. No one can believe anything you say no more. Nothing. And like the dude said, if you sit and hear some of his stories when you listening to Gangsta talk, if you a nigga who know, you know what I'm saying? Now that I ain't gonna say that I knew from jump, but his vibes of when he's storytelling about what stuff used to go on, you can kind of tell like he adding shit into it, or he making it up as he go type stuff. So now that Skipp, revealed the truth that he's really a rat before he snitched on Sterling and about the murders. He was snitching before he went to prison. You kind of see how everything is unfolding with what he been out telling. A lot of stuff I didn't do. A lot of people just think I did it. Yeah, a lot of people think you did it because you was with Sterling them, the hot boy. Sterling them was out there murdering niggas. So of course, when a car thief get with a bunch of murderers, you gonna think that he doing murders too. And I'm not saying that he probably did some, but I'm just saying you would think that. But what was the street code and what was all this, code of ethics that you lived by when you was out there? Because everything that you say you stand on, this man just proved that you don't stand on nothing. Now, when you snitched on your homeboys about the murders to get out here, I like, that's a smart move. I couldn't really be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if there's a way you can get out of doing 23 years or more about some dudes that's gone, I ain't got to do no time or nothing like that, I understand it. I'm all cool with that. But no, you was snitching before you went in. You got your homeboy killed. It was his option to go over there and try to shoot the man. But imagine that day if you just would have sat there and act like you ain't see Skipp. Your homeboy still be alive. You cause him to get killed, and then you go and tell on the dude for defending himself when you know that your partner upped on him and tried to kill him. That's some scumbag shit. That's whole shit. See, one thing I done realized too, this is the worst thing that you could do though, like in the street, bro. A nigga who everybody like could be fucking with you, and you end up, y'all get to fighting, beat him up, he want to get mad, let's just say you killed a nigga that everybody like in the hood. Majority of the people in the hood gonna lie on you, bro. Unless there's some real good people out there who ain't afraid of nothing, which a lot of niggas, that's why they hang in groups, they afraid of niggas. The crowd is gonna say that you started it, knowing that you didn't do nothing to this person, that this person initiated the whole thing. You kept telling them to go on, bro, I ain't got time for that. But by them having so much pride in themselves, they wanted to continue, and just so happened you came out on top. Them whole ass niggas in your neighborhood gonna tell on you. They gonna lie and say that you started the whole situation. But by the grace of God, it may be an older lady, older man who's out there, or maybe somebody who's just a real person and don't care to tell the truth, that's gonna save you and gonna come out there and say, that man did not do that. See, weak niggas join crowds. You see what I'm saying? Pie niggas join crowds because they don't feel comfortable by themselves. That's why you always see a lot of niggas in groups. Them the cowards. Them the cowards. A nigga that can't stand by himself, can't move by himself at all, always gotta feel like he gotta be in a group, he a coward. A lot of these dudes, that's why you see today, you see more dudes packed around each other, because they punks. That's just the truth. That's bro, just think about it. Whenever you out in the hood or something, just look at how a group of men just be sitting around each other for hours and hours. Men don't do that, bro. Them cowards. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no man got no reason to be around no man all day. Father the leader type niggas. You see what I'm saying? They scared of niggas. Envy niggas. Wanna be niggas.
Docs. You want a docs? Look, that's for murder, robberies, everything. You know what I'm saying? So those real hard hitters and steppers that was in jail, when they see him come through there, I wish you could have seen the expression on everybody's face when they saw him. Dudes went to throwing stuff at him, telling him to get down bad. Everybody was getting on his ass. When I say everybody, everybody was getting on his ass. I was on a tip with a good friend of mine out of Cali, Mr. Andrew J.
That's crazy. But see, due to today's era, niggas can get away with that who got money. Niggas can get away with snitching. As long as a nigga got money, it's cool to snitch. And this is what bothers me about it. If you in a gang, you can't snitch. Niggas still doing it. How you tell on your plug because you got caught? See, these niggas, for one, they cowards, they can't fight. So they don't want to go to jail, period. They tender dick. A lot of these niggas with money wasn't getting no ass before they had no money. So they really pussy whooped by some girl with a big ass they been paying for. So they want to get back to her. That's another reason they gonna snitch. They can't fight, they gonna snitch. You see what I'm saying? And y'all like they saying now, niggas who ain't been battle tested. Ain't none of these niggas been battle tested. These niggas just riding around with money and Mercedes. Can't fight, can't shoot. They gonna tell on you. They want to get back home to that girl with that big ass that don't care about them. Don't care nothing about them. They gonna tell, they gonna snitch on you. I mean, niggas been doing it for a long time, been doing it. As you see, Gangsta was doing. A nigga who been known and glorified as a certified OG has now just been, everybody know he a rat now. So Terrance, I don't know you, bro. No disrespect to you. You might as well leave Boosie alone. You ain't got nothing else to say to Boosie. You ain't got nothing else to say to Boosie. I know you getting views off mentioning his name, but I'm sure once Boosie see this video or find out about Rippa, aka Skipp, y'all go watch Rare Report. Shout out to Rare Reports on YouTube. Watch Rare Report, and the dude look like Soulja Slim, like a dark-skinned Soulja Slim with dreads or something. You know what I'm saying? And he telling you straight up, he wasn't even about none of that gangster shit like that. He said he just used to sell his little shit and fuck with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out there trying to be no killer or nothing like that. He got his money and he was messing with the females. And you know how they go. Niggas hate that. Robbed him at a dice game for he won $4,000. You know that. See, I just seen what that nigga name who be with Charleston White. He just said this. He said he had a homeboy who moved from Texas to Florida, made $1 million some on the low without being detected. Didn't have no problems with the Haitians, none of that. And what's his name, Dubay or Dewberry? And Dewberry said he asked the man like, "Hey, how is it that you come down here in Florida, make all this money, and you ain't had no problems and nothing like that?" He said, "Keep your dick out these niggas' holes. Keep your dick out these niggas' holes." That's where a lot of shit stem from in the streets. It ain't that a nigga fucked you over or a nigga did you wrong. It be about females, bro. It be about females. 9 times out of 10, niggas probably seen this man shine and hit the dice game. He probably already had a female that want a nigga like, so they say, "Let me rob this nigga." It be about females, bro. Half of the stuff y'all be seeing going on in the street, niggas try to act like it's about money and it's about beef. It's about a hoe. It's about some stinking asshole don't even get up and cook breakfast for her children nor him. Don't clean up her house. She ain't got nothing but a big ass and look pretty. It's behind them type of hoes. That it ain't even about no niggas be thinking everything behind money. No. It ain't no, it's behind the females, y'all. 9 times out of 10, Sterling probably robbed this man, Skipper, because he probably seen Skipper with a female in a club that he liked, that he wanted. Because think about this. Why would you rob and hurt a man who just won at a dice game? A fair game. If you pick up them dice and you go choose the roll, if you lose, fair game, you lost. Niggas be robbing niggas at dice games because they be hating them niggas. They hate them niggas. It's a nigga probably, he don't want you to go home with that money to that female that he like or that he messing with too but ain't got because you got her. It be behind hoes, bro. Don't ever get it twisted. Everything ain't behind money, nigga. Sometimes a nigga will probably front you some or give you some just so he can have beef with you. That's why you don't supposed to take handouts from niggas. A nigga will give you something to have a beef with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you like this. It could be a nigga who don't hustle like that. It could be a nigga who don't hustle like that. But you got an old lady that look good. And niggas want them. So a nigga really can't find a way to beef with you because you don't be around them. You don't fuck with niggas like that. You a working dude. You just going through a situation. The nigga will come and give you a pack and tell you to sell it for him, knowing you ain't got no clientele. You ain't got no way to get his money coming fast enough for him to give you more to keep it going. He gave you the shit to start a beef with you. Basically, so he could try to pull up, draw down on you in front of your old lady to make him look bigger in front of your old lady to get her. It be behind hoes, bro. I'm telling you. Don't take nothing from no nigga in no street. Matter of fact, if you coming up and you see this video and you young, 18, 17, don't hang around niggas. One of my biggest mistakes was having friends, bro. Ain't no such thing. If you young and you see this video, bro, fuck that homeboy shit. Be with your brother. Hang with your cousin. And then if you see that they flaw, don't hang with them. Because your cousin will set you up and kill you too out of jealousy. Hell, brothers done did it. Mothers done kill sons. Fathers done kill sons. Sons done kill fathers. Why be careful, bro? People gonna always let you know what type of person they is. And once you see it, you can neglect it if you want to. But you gonna see it again, and hopefully that ain't the last time you see something. If you know your cousin cutthroat, stop hanging with your cousin. If you know somebody will stab you in the back in a heartbeat, stop hanging. Don't deal with them. Don't fuck with them. See this dude going around doing all this talking gangster. Dogging Boosie, telling on Boosie. Boosie was in protective custody. And you was doing the same, you did the same thing. You was in protective custody. You snitched on a nigga before you went to jail. So this ain't me making a video, you know what I'm saying, trying to expose Terrance Williams, or I don't have nothing against the man. What I do have something against is people going around and acting like they this and that, you know, trying to portray that they gangster, and you flaw. You flaw as hell. You wouldn't have snitched on a man about a situation that you started. If you would have never said, from this man's word, if you would have never said, there go Skipp, your homeboy still be alive today. But since niggas so messy and instigate shit like female, and I tell this all the time, and niggas I don't know why niggas get offended, but I learned this myself to be true. Niggas who didn't have fathers. Listen to me now. And this ain't for every man. A lot of niggas who didn't have fathers have female tendency like hoes. They messy, they start shit, they envious of niggas, they jealous of niggas because they didn't have no males. They act like women because that's all they were around. I'm telling you the truth. I done seen this a lot with niggas. Niggas who weren't raised by no man act like females. And I ain't talking about no sissy man. I ain't talking about they mindset. They messy. Instigators. Love to see shit happen. Like hoes. Like women. Because you wanna know why? They were not raised around men. Because they were raised around men, they'll know better than to be sitting up talking and acting like hoes, gossiping. My mama used to tell me when I was a little boy, one thing I hate is a gossiping ass man. A gossiping ass man. And a lot of these niggas gossip because why? They ain't grow up around men. They grew around aunties, grandmama, mama, sisters. That's why a lot of niggas get killed today. Because a lot of these niggas hoes. Chicks with dicks. Chicks with dicks. That's why. Niggas want to see niggas die, and just like female, niggas want to see niggas want drama. They like they watching Love and Hip Hop nowadays. They want something to see. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Think about niggas who you done seen who was raised around fathers. And how they act. And how they move. The average nigga who was raised by their father, had a male in their house, they stick to themselves. They go to work. They stay out the way. Niggas you see hang around who was raised by females, be in crowds, hang around niggas all day, act like hoes, messy, instigators, talk about niggas all day because they really envious or jealous. But they supposed to be real though. Money don't make you real. It's a lot of bitch ass niggas running around here with a pocket full of money. Not to mention gay nowadays. Not to mention gay. Let me tell y'all something like this. I don't give a fuck who get offended by it. Any nigga that can keep going back to prison, you did something with a boy before. There's no way in hell a heterosexual male will go do 5 years in the penitentiary and go back. Ain't no fucking way. Don't no nigga love money that much. Don't no nigga love money that much. I don't give a damn who you is. Ain't no way a full heterosexual male who don't mess with men at all. I ain't talking about that prison gay nut shit. None of that. There's no way a real man who is a heterosexual will go and do 5 years in the penitentiary and go back less than a year. Ain't no way. Ain't now woman in jail. You done played with a boy before. You done played with a boy because you too comfortable to keep wanting to go back to jail. Ain't no women in there. I done did 5 years, 7 years without a woman. And I'm going to go back? I'm going to go back? Can y'all feel what I'm saying? Now, if you were one of them dudes who just so happened you just a street dude and I guess you was lost and you kept going back to prison and I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you, player. But like I done heard, the niggas who got life and shit ain't messing with them boys. Some of them. They say it's the niggas who come in with them 3 split 5s and 7 split 10s. Them niggas playing with them boys. But y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Y'all know. Y'all know. That's why I don't like to sit around and hear niggas' old gangster stories. Half of it be lies. Half of it be untold truth. You ain't did half of the stuff you talking about. See, nobody ever exposed that gangster was a car thief. They say you was around in the hood stealing cars. Then you hooked up with the hot boys. Which, stealing cars still mean you was off the porch. You know what I'm saying? You was off the porch. But you got connected with the murderers, and then you became a murderer. But no, I ain't see that. But I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit more before I go off the video.
Jake, a.k.a. Bell, out the county, he witnessed it. He witnessed it. He witnessed the burn of court. One of my old friends, guy I grew up with in Albertville, Jack, he witnessed it. Johnny Davis, Tim.
These are all the people he's saying that when Gangsta was going to testify him was was in the county or in the county jail who seen Gangsta in handcuffs going to testify him in court. Going to testify on him in court. Now this dude on YouTube with all the videos going around talking about Lil Boosie was in protective custody and he a rat and this, that, and the other. But you going to go testify on somebody.
He witnessed it. All these dudes witnessed him. All these steppers witnessed him come to court on me. Ain't no way you ducking that. Now he been going around fabricating these lies and bringing this up, trying to discredit me and my brother. Well, nothing gonna stop the paperwork from coming out. It speaks for itself. That black and white speaks for itself. I ain't had to do nothing but really just tell a story. You did the majority of it yourself. You making yourself look real. Flung out of here again, like I said. But like I said, man, I mean, nobody expected that. That was a real curveball. Because you've done too much. You've done too much in the city. You were well respected. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this too also. I'm gonna tell the people, see, people don't know him. I know him. I know him. Back then, we used to be going in, man, that dude used to be known for stealing cars, man. That man was well known as a youngster coming up for stealing cars, man. Everybody knew that. He was fortunate enough to...
And if you from, this is a down south thing. If you from down south, stealing cars was back in the 90s was a big thing. Niggas used to steal cars like it was a job, especially down south. I don't know about up north, but down south, when I was coming up, you always knew a dude that steal cars. Niggas used to have kill switches on their car. Well, if you try to steal it, it's a switch where I don't know, I ain't never dealt with no kill switch, where you gotta go and lift the hood up or something and hit the switch in order to get the car started. You see what I'm saying? So niggas, you know, if I ain't never stole no car and I'm telling you about a kill switch, that I'm letting you know it was popular back then. When we was coming up, when we was little, niggas stole cars.
To get around some real dudes that was putting in work. And let me clarify. I don't wanna, I'm a real dude. Anybody that's a street dude, anybody from the real streets, they know one when they see one. You can hear it in their conversation. And when he be on there making them videos, just check his demeanor out. You can tell when he lying to you, when he fabricating and making stuff up as he go. I never been that dude. I feel like I'm too grown to lie about anything. I done too much in my life. I don't need no props. I don't need to be saluted.
You see what I'm saying? Also, to those who watching, my channel, Easy Work Boxing, is a totally different channel. I talk about boxing as well. I know a lot of people still think I just do these type of videos. I have another channel strictly about boxing. So if y'all, coming back and forth, if you used to watch the channel for boxing, this channel for boxing, go to Easy Work Boxing. This is Easy Work Entertainment. Easy Work Boxing, I got videos up there strictly about boxing. So please subscribe to that channel if you would like to. I would truly appreciate that. But like I said before, this is not a video to go at Terrance Williams, you know what I'm saying, at all. I don't know you personally. This is more of a educational video for the young guys that's out there thinking that just because you think somebody real, don't mean they really real. Just because somebody got a name in the streets, don't mean they won't stand in front of a judge and point you out. You see what I'm saying? This is something that people need to know, especially for a guy that's being glamorized as this gangster. Gangsters don't snitch. Gangsters don't snitch. That's the end of this video. I told y'all I was going to be coming with some videos, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been on here in a minute. I just felt the need to do this because I don't like it. I don't like people portraying an image that they're not. Like I told y'all, dudes who really been out there and really been in the streets don't want to have conversations and keep talking about what they used to do. Because at night, they can't sleep remembering the stuff that they gonna have to answer for. See, it's only the dudes that's out there who want to keep talking about this stuff who really wasn't doing that. They was around niggas who was doing stuff. They probably was even in the car when you was doing stuff. That's why they talk about it so much, because they weren't in it. But this your boy Easy Work Boxing. You know, not Easy Work Boxing, Easy Work ENT, I'm sorry. And I just got on, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, give y'all something to check out. Check out the video on Rare Reports. If you are interested in watching this, shout out to Rare Reports, you know, for me using some of their audio. This is for educational use only. This your boy Easy Work, and I'm out.